my moment. I want it right now, enough with that whole shit. I'm ready and focused, now watch me own it. Don't blow it cause you might not get a second chance. The song is over, too late to ask that girl to dance. I started from the bottom, lifetime of trauma, couldn't stop them. I made it through the pain, hurt, and drama. To be continued, still here, what's on the menu? I'm hungry, I'm trying to eat, give me my issue. Currency equals high value and relevance. Urgency when them eagles fly, got you for the presidents. I can see the finish line, it's 2020 vision. It could be gone before your eyes, so it's my best life I'm living. I put my hands in the dirt, give you this work, expand my network, elevate my net worth. Meaning, I'm gon' grind until my last days on earth. Spit these Negro spirituals and take these niggas to church. Now time is running out, your reign's coming to an end. Expose your true colors, reveal the evil within. Smiling faces, can't mask the sin. Camouflage, devil in a blue dress, wolf in sheepskins. Yo, feel the magic, this is a movement. Hands in the air, feel the rhythm, don't abuse it. Yeah, my gift open you up to this new shit. My flame is lit and this my moment.
Where are we gonna go? Why is the world so cold? Will the Lord take my soul? Who's really in control? Will the truth ever be told? Nobody really knows.
That's what it is. What's up?
What up, what up, what up, what up? TGIF, welcome to the PDXDOPE Live podcast. We back with another one. And yes, I am your host, Mr. Ray Nelson, a.k.a. Double R, a.k.a. Ray Ageism. And let's go ahead and get into it. Hope you guys are having a fantastic Friday. We're finna go ahead and talk about, we got some interesting topics to talk about tonight. We're gonna talk about the actor Jonathan Majors. He's been arrested. It seems like this guy, he was blowing up and he got arrested for domestic violence. We got an NFL player who's accusing the TSA of sexual assault. We'll talk about that. We'll talk about last weekend's triple homicide in North Portland. There's been a lot of murders out in this city, and we're going to kind of talk about that and its effects on the community. And before I introduce my guest for the show tonight, I want to give a shout out to Bruce and his wife and Special K, Miss K. Shout out to y'all. Oh yeah, Bruce, thank you for subscribing to the channel, though. I appreciate that. We're trying to build over here. But anyway, let me go ahead and introduce my crew. Right now, I got my man, Mr. Mays, in the building. What's up with you, brother?
Hey, what's going on?
Man, I'm enjoying myself. Trying to enjoy this Friday. I'm off. Had a long one.
Oh, you had today off?
No.
Oh.
No, I'm enjoying the days off on the weekend is what I'm talking about.
Oh, got you. Yeah.
Yeah. You on that OT though, right?
Yeah. I think for like another 8 weeks, I think. And then back to 40s, I hope.
Yeah, well, money's good, so you can't complain.
Right.
Hey, next up on the set, I got my man, Mr. Renal Tage, in the building. What's up with you, brother? The mean king.
Hey, good evening, everybody. Happy TGIF.
Indeed. All right. And last up on the set, got my road dog, Mr. Elijah Jackson, in the building. What's up with you, bruh?
What's happening?
Man, you got it. On this shit. Somebody needs some headphones. Jackson, when you gonna get you some headphones, man? I think
I got some.
Somebody bleeding in the back, I think.
I got headphones.
Is that me?
Or you don't. That's right. You say you don't like that shit on your ears like that.
Yeah, I gotta find my aux cord. I gotta give me another aux cord. I can hook my mic back up there. My headphones, like I used to do.
This nigga over here. What'd you say, Tage?
No, it could have been me because I was watching the same thing on my phone on YouTube. So I turned it down.
Yeah, that's what that
Oh,
was.
okay, that's what it was. All right, because I was
Yeah,
gonna
I
say you ain't never had no problems in the past doing that shit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like I never heard that.
everybody is straight now.
You want to go see Devin the Dude?
When is he here tomorrow?
No, he come May 7th.
Oh, May 7th.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Want to give a shout out to Miss Pam Grader in the building. Miss Ebony is in the Ebbs is in the building. Let me not disrespect. Ebbs is in the building. Yo. But anyway, so what's good though, y'all?
Man, another day,
Crazy in
man.
the city.
So man, so first off on this, I want to talk about the situation that happened out in North Portland, right around the corner from my cousin's house. It was a triple homicide where 3 young men were killed. Triple homicide, shot dead in the car. And from what I'm hearing, the killers got out the car and they went to shoot the finish the job. They got out and walked up on the car. So I know you guys heard about that story, right?
Yeah, I heard about it, man. They was kids.
Yeah, 17, 19, and 20.
Mm-hmm.
So what do we know about this? Are these were they hold on. Let me pull up. I'm gonna pull up the video. People on foot on a car and shocking North Portland. Violence. It's a yeah, so it's 3 people on foot fired onto a car in shocking North Portland daylight shooting. It was broad daylight when they did this.
Was that a Saturday? Like we were supposed to be at like breakfast?
Yeah, you didn't show up. Yeah,
Nah, you didn't. That was last Saturday.
I went up there last Saturday, or didn't I? No, I did. Oh, I went up there later than y'all.
All right. You probably went, like you said, it was later, but I would.
Yeah, it was later. You gonna tell me where I went? I think that's what I did though. Hold on, I don't even. I don't even know if I'm sure right now. I know I did go there, but was it Sunday?
Nah, it was Sunday because I was there with my grandson Saturday.
Okay,
No, I remember because
you're probably right. I talked to Jax though because I was supposed to hook up with him because he called me and I talked to him and I had to go to do some banking. And then after I did that, what did I do? I know I had, I did go to the spare room. It was later. Yes, I did, bro. It was after 10. It was later. Because I remember I had a drink, bro, and I was fucked up.
Well, I know
anyway.
I was there from 11 to at least 1:30. Or 10:30 to 1:30.
Let me turn this down. That's an unreleased G-ism. If y'all know, you know. But ain't nobody heard that. Not really.
Not George Randall.
Yeah, no, not that song. That song was never, I think
No.
I might have performed it a couple times, but it never came out on anything, you know. Never came out on anything, bro. It was with Pete Miser, and he's on my Instagram fan. I'm going to actually share that song, and he produced it. It was dope, though. Shit was hard. All right, so surveillance footage shared with the Oregonian. Oregon Live shows 3 people on foot appear to fire repeatedly on a light-colored sedan in which police found 3 people dead Saturday. The footage is the first indication of what led up to Portland's deadliest shooting of 2023 so far. The shooting occurred around 12:30 p.m. on North Foss Avenue in North Portland's Portsmouth neighborhood near University Park, the Charles Jordan Community Center, and Rosa Parks schools. The doorbell camera footage shows 3 people walking on the sidewalk with their hands in their pockets in broad daylight as one car passes. Their faces are obscured by the hoods on their sweatshirts. When a light colored sedan rolls next to the 3 pedestrians, it's not clear how old they are. Or whether they're male or female, begin fire. They run onto the car, still firing. The sedan then crashes into a parked SUV and spins to a stop as 3 people appear to continue to fire. It's not clear from the footage what happens next or whether anyone inside the car fired back. The sedan slides backwards out of the frame, and the footage doesn't capture the 3 shooters go. The footage recorded the sound of about 3 dozen shots. So, yeah, man.
Did you mention that there was 3 shooters?
3 shooters. You know, it seems really deliberate, man. You know, that's not like, you know, just a ride by or something like that. It's like it was very intentional how that went down.
They knew they was going to be there at a certain time, and they waited and got out the car and walked up.
Right. I think. You see, this is what it looks like over there on that scene.
Okay.
Oops. Yeah, it's crashed to a car though, but I don't know that they have any suspects. Jack, what you know about this?
Man, just what I read in the papers, man. Same thing y'all know, man. Yeah, shit. I know a couple people were trying to echo some shit, but you know, I silenced that shit. I shut that shit down. You know what I'm saying? I tell my own.
What you mean? What you mean when you say that?
Like, you know, like when motherfuckers be out in the streets trying to, you know, speculate about what happened or even talk about what happened. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. I tell them I'd rather not know. You know what I'm saying? Don't. You know what I'm saying?
Well, I know nothing. I don't know anything about it other than what happened. I don't even know if they have any suspects or anything on this.
To my knowledge, no.
You know, the killings were the 15th, 16th, and 17th suspected homicides in Portland so far in 2023. Wow. But I guess on the bright side of things, we're down homicides at this point we were last year. You know, because last year my little cousin got murdered. You know, from gun violence. So, you know, it's like it's deadly out in Portland, man. It's heavy out there, man. So you guys need to be careful when you out running around. Be careful of these young motherfuckers because they got firearms and they're emotional, very emotional.
You make a good point, Rick. Because I was in the store just running in real quick to grab a beer, and it was just some young cats in there, and I could tell they was already kind of like hyphy or hip lit or whatever, and they was like, "Hey, what's up, partner?" And I just like, you know, hey, what's up, youngins? And then, but I could tell one of them was kind of like kind of heated, or not heated, but he was kind of like amped and trying to use his other friends. So like, hey, I was like, I wasn't even like trying to fuck with them young cats at that time.
Listen, bro.
So yeah,
they active.
Oh yeah,
man. All right, you heard anything about this story? My bad, Jackson.
Yeah, I did. I think me and you talked about it a little bit. It ain't even hot yet, man. I mean, it's still cold outside, and these fools out here doing this type shit. You know,
man, if a motherfucker ain't got none, I advise them get one. And get legal. I went to the gun store that my cousin worked at or whatever. He worked there on the weekends, and I was just going up there just to fuck with him real quick, and just to look at a couple, you know what I'm saying, pieces or whatever.
Right,
man. But when I walked in there, I'm talking about with just in 30 minutes alone, I mean, in there, at least 35 motherfuckers came in there buying guns. Like, I mean, it was so many people buying guns that I bought one.
Man,
I felt like I had to. Like, I was like, hey, and I'm like, man, hey, bro, like, I'm waiting on it right now.
Listen, bro. Like, the thing is, man, Jax, That's a real thing though, because it's like you can't see that many. Usually when we go in the gun store, see a few people might come through, but you're in
Man,
there and you say you see 30 people coming to get fucking guns, nigga. Well, what's going on? You ain't trying to miss out, nigga. You better get you one.
they had so many.
Mhm.
They had so many motherfuckers trying to buy guns. The X65s, they sold out of them motherfuckers. Like they had to wait on more shipments for motherfuckers that to come back to. Like they was selling it. It was crazy.
Right. You know, we talk about guns a lot. You know, we have talked about guns a lot on this show. You know, and I think that most of us on here we strapped or whatever though. But I always encourage people to legally arm. I mean, and I'm saying legally, you know, to keep yourself
Absolutely.
armed and protect yourself at all times, man. It's very important. It's your constitutional right as an American citizen. Even though you black, you might feel a certain kind of way. You are a citizen of this country, and you need to exercise your right to be able to do that responsibly. You know, I just want to put that out there because, you know, you have a lot of you got a lot of danger out there, man, in Portland, man. It's really different, man. You know, we came up through a tough time in the 90s, late 90s, shit like that. You know, shit was crazy, you know, and they thought that was the craziest period, you know, in time when with this whole gang thing or whatever gun violence thing. And then you come into 2023, man, this is something unprecedented. Would you guys agree?
Absolutely. And another
Absolutely.
thing I tell cats that, you know what I'm saying, all that bothering people and shit, you better leave people alone. That stereotypical, like you don't know what a person looks like that has a gun. Like it ain't the stereotypical looking person. Like I'm talking about the most unassuming, unexpected motherfuckers was in there getting guns. Like, you know what I'm saying? And everybody got one. So you go around here out here bothering people and thinking, oh, they just look like whatever. Trust me, 9 times out of 10, they got something real chunky and
They finna do you.
and know how to shoot that motherfucker too.
Like, yeah, that's the same thing that happened to me when I first got mines. I went to go do my fingerprinting or whatever, and man, and and the different types of people that I seen that have firearms and stuff like that, it kind of humbled me, and it put I had a whole different perspective on how you deal with people. I mean, really, we should all be respectful to people and shit like that, but you know how this shit is, man. But to see, like a librarian type motherfucker in there, chick, you know what I'm saying? Like you said, unassuming, bro. Like I'm sitting there while looking at motherfuckers who I would never assume, women, all type of shit who you would think would be some dainty motherfucker that won't do nothing, bro. In there, bro. Getting that shit, bro. You ain't lying, bro. You gotta stay strapped, man. I just feel like it's a lot, there's shit that's happening where people is fucking it up, and then the whole narrative gets turns into a situation to where guns are the enemy when it's the people that do the crime with the guns. You know what I'm saying? Because you have people that are responsible gun owners. You know what I mean? So, I don't know, but it's just like with this shit right here, man. This was like an orchestrated hit, in my opinion. This was orchestrated, and of course, I don't believe none of them were legal. Go ahead.
I said it was definitely intentional for sure.
Yeah, and they said it wasn't gang members, or and I don't believe that for not for 1 second. I'm not saying they all were, but somebody was associated with some people. You know what I'm saying?
Or you know what I'm saying, privy to some shit, or you know what I'm saying, a part of, you know what I'm saying?
Right. Because that's too intense. Nobody, you know what I'm saying? I mean, like, I know I've seen a lot of stories and they were like, these are boys, they weren't in gangs, they were high school kids. They're 17, 19, 20. So I think the 17-year-old may have been in high school though, but when I grew up, there was kids that was dying from gun violence. And that's years ago. You know what I'm saying? I can't say that, but they had to be involved with something. Am I wrong for assuming that?
No.
Listen, there was people dying when they was 14, 15 years old when they first started game banging.
Right.
You remember that? Yeah.
I know that's my point, right? Like, no shade, no hate, to the people that lost somebody in this situation, but it's like, I mean, who I've heard of mistaken identity situations or whatever, though. But like for three people to be, this was coordinated. This was coordinated. You
You
couldn't
make a
tell me
good
anything
point, Ray.
different unless they show me some evidence that says otherwise. But for what it is and what I'm looking at, and from my opinion on this situation, this was a coordinated attack. Somebody set that shit up to kill those young men. That's my thought on it.
All right, so do we really know the background of the three men or women or men that were assassinated? But what were their background like? Did they have any gang affiliation or?
That's what I want to know. I guess
Yeah,
I guess we'll learn some of that information will come out.
Yeah.
It'll come out as the days come or whatever, and we'll deal with that. Let's see. She's on. She says Portland recorded 24 homicides on his way to a record of 101 in 2022. So yeah, we're at 15, 16, 17 so far this year. So we're a little. So I guess we made gains as far as less homicides by firearm. She's a correction though. And Glenda says, "Oh yeah, cheers, Glenda in the building. Thank you for joining us, young lady." And we got Pam. She says you can't even feel safe. Just grocery shopping is crazy. You always have to be checking your surroundings. You keep your head on the swivel. It's like life is like boxing. You know what I mean? If you really think about it, if you ain't got your head on the swivel, then you would have said you gonna catch something that you don't see. And in life, you got to bob and weave through all the trials and tribulations and stuff like that. So it's you have to if you can get one. You ain't got to carry on you, that's fine, but you need to have access because this world is unforgiving. I can say
like Jax mentioned, you never know, or you can't assume the individual that you think would have a weapon. You could be the randomest motherfucker. That's why I don't I don't try to have any confrontations with anybody. Whether it's a parking space, you cut me off in traffic, that type of shit. Because you never know. It could be the most randomest person. You know what I'm talking about? And
Listen, bro.
You want to show your ass, yeah.
Right. I gotta check myself like that a lot of times, bro. Because even that I roll heavy, but just like, man, nigga, you ain't gonna necessarily win. Even when you got that gun legally, responsibly, there ain't no guarantee you gonna win, but the idea is to have a fighting chance, bro. That's my opinion about that shit. But you absolutely right, Renaud. You don't know who you dealing with, what you on a road race situation or nothing like that. You know what I mean? And you can very well lose.
The motherfucker could have just had an argument with his bitch, and he just get anything, or the female, same thing, anything. You just never know who you're dealing with.
Shit, look at the girl in the school shooting. You know what I'm saying?
Ooh, we gonna definitely, right, Jax. We gonna talk about that, but go ahead. Yeah, the girl. My nigga PC though. I feel you, bro. That nigga's into. No, that's a dude though, right?
You can't say he, her, them, or they, or.
Well,
what?
They clarified in the news, I guess.
What is it? Yeah, please
identify as both. Because their family wouldn't accept it or whatever, so that was part of their anger, I guess. And to my knowledge, the church, one of the pastors or something was counseling them about that or whatever, and could have been one of the intended targets, but his daughter ended up being one of the ones that they killed or whatever. So that's why they went by a boy name and a girl name. But in the news right now, they're calling them she, her. So that's what I'm gonna roll with right now.
Okay, so check it out though. Like they've been like The View and couple other of these left-wing lunatic shows or whatever. And Democrats, tighten up, man. Get rid of the progressives. Anyway. But they were kind of like trying to defend this person. And then they talk about they made excuses for for this person who did this act, and then kind of like victim shame the people who got killed because they blamed it on, you know, what they're going through, on how society treats them. Does that make sense?
No, absolutely not. So, I mean, what did the children do? What did the janitor do? What did the, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
You
No,
don't
no,
get to,
right.
because you're going through something and you don't know how to compartmentalize or don't know how to deal with your emotions.
Mm-hmm.
You don't get to lash out and take life and then be justified because you're going through something mentally. Like,
Right.
it don't work that way.
You know, and it's fucked up, man, because it's like this is such a big topic. Whatever you put trans on the front of it, it becomes a huge topic, no matter whatever you're talking about. But the idea that this person does whatever, if it's a white guy that does it, you know, he's a white supremacist. Even if we don't, you know what I mean? They call Kyle Rittenhouse a white supremacist, but there's no evidence of that. You know what I'm saying? Like, but they label you. So, but with this person, it's different. And it's like you gotta call it equal down the board. Whatever they're going through, there's already a psychological issue going on with that person, right? So why did they get a pass? Is the question.
I don't understand. I mean, shit, if you ask me, we all throw it off. I mean, if a motherfucker want to be real about the situation, we just know how to deal with it, you know what I'm saying, better than some others. Whoa.
I just don't understand, like, if you feeling bad about life, I mean, kill yourself. You know what I'm saying? I mean, why you gotta, you know, get other people involved in your bullshit?
I hear that. Renaud, what you think about that part?
I totally agree with Scooty. If you have some issues, but like I think Jax touched on something as far as the pastor or how or why this happened, because the original pastor, he used to mentor there or whatever, and then they went up into the other and looking for that pastor. From what I read, I could be wrong. And so she was like, and then I think maybe some of them kids got in the way, or they just happened to be at the wrong place at the wrong time.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but the pastor and whoever she had an issue with, she had an issue with herself.
Well, yeah, that's true.
Was it a girl or a boy? What was she born?
Well, she was born. She was born. Okay.
Go ahead,
She was
Renaud.
born. Yeah, we went through this. I think me.
No, what was she born as? A boy or a girl?
A boy. I think a boy, and then she transitioned or was transitioned to a girl.
Okay, so the boy got problems. Okay,
It was
so
it was the other way around.
the
Oh,
girl.
was
So she was
Yeah.
born a girl.
Yeah.
Okay, well then the girl got problems. You see what I'm saying? Now if you got problems,
Was it Jax?
Yes.
you deal with it, bro. You get counseling. Just
Hold
like
on, man.
everybody
I'm
else.
pulling the article right now because I'm confused. I don't know he, her, she, him, whatever's
You see
going
what
on
I'm
right
saying?
there. I don't
shit.
know, bro. I don't know.
You gotta be politically correct. You can't be saying her, him, she, them, and
I don't
they.
have to. I don't have to.
I don't know. I'm no. It's a him. It's her. That's all it is for me. Man, woman. All that other shit, bro. Y'all can hash that out.
I'm non-binary. How about that?
Y'all can hash that out. I
Right.
don't got no
He
problem.
said
Do
y'all.
how you want to do it, but I'm not. I don't got no time for that. In my world, I'm looking for pussy.
Right.
What about
Women
the
are looking
MMA
for
fighter?
dick. I'm just saying though.
Right.
That in my world, you know what I'm saying? Now,
Right.
if you're gay, that's pretty right there. You know, if you like, that's okay. Whatever. But
If
then
you
now
can
we
get
now
pregnant,
we go now we complicating things with all this other shit, right? You know what I'm saying? Okay, it ain't good. Anyway, I don't want to get off on a tangent.
hey, if you have the organs to have a baby
To
come out your
reproduce?
body, out your womb, you a girl, you a woman.
Right.
Okay?
What's a woman though? But what is a woman though? Since we own this shit, fuck it. What's a woman?
What if you have both, Scooty?
I
Well, then,
see.
if you
listen,
actually born a
I watch Candace
hermaphrodite,
Owens. Listen, this nigga
If you're a hermaphrodite, you classify as that.
I've watched porn where there was a pussy and a dick and a nigga fucked the pussy.
Yeah, that's a hermaphrodite. If you're a hermaphrodite, you have the we can call you a he she, okay? Oh, but if you not, bro, you butch. If you born Bill, I'm calling you motherfucking Will or Bill. Okay? Shit.
All right.
Okay, so back to the show.
Reality.
Ladies and gentlemen. All right, so a private Christian school in Nashville became the nation's latest mass shooting scene Monday after a 28-year-old former student entered with a high-powered gun and opened fire, killing 3 children, 3 adult staff members, authorities said. The children were all 9-year-olds. The staff member included head of the schools, a substitute teacher, and a custodian. What a first day. A substitute teacher, you come to this shit.
Wow, right.
You know what I'm saying? You know, excuse me, ladies and gentlemen. The suspect, identified by police as Nashville's resident Audrey Hale, allegedly left behind a manifesto and maps of the school. Though the police have not described the manifesto in detail or ascribed a motive to the attacks, the shooter was killed by responding officers. I seen that video. That was vicious, and good job, police. I'm take it how you want to, motherfuckers, and don't come at me. Don't come for me, man, because I got all of it for you. The incident immediately captured the attention of and anger of a divided nation, already exhausted by a parade of mass shootings and a growing culture war over LGBTQ rights. The shooter, identified as transgender, according to the police. Perhaps nowhere in that war, as pronounced as in Tennessee, where conservative legislators recently banned gender-affirming care for transgender youth and barred drag queens or other male or female impersonators from performing anywhere near children. Let's stop right there. Is that appropriate? Ivory, you go.
Say that again. What's your question?
Is it appropriate for, so there was, so it says here, perhaps nowhere in the war, as pronounced as in Tennessee, where conservative legislators recently banned gender-affirming care for transgender youth and barred drag queens or other male or female impersonators from performing anywhere near children. Is that a problem?
I mean, don't they have like venues for people? I mean, for drag queens to do that, like Darcel's. I mean,
you know that the Darcel's person just passed away. R.I.P.
Yeah. I mean, if they have venues, I mean, I don't see nothing wrong with it. You know, I mean,
but for children, though, drag shows for
children. Drag shows for children,
right?
Man, I mean, that's a slippery slope, man. You know what I'm saying?
So let me ask you this: would it be appropriate for a child to watch a female stripper? Or, I don't necessarily want to act like I'm in the know, so a drag show might not necessarily involve stripping.
No, I don't
at all. You know what I mean? So I want to check myself right there, though. But
it's
adult. To me, it's adult content, though.
Burlesque-ish.
What'd you say?
Kind of like burlesque. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
You know, they keep their clothes on, but yeah, it's a little racy sometimes. You know what I'm saying?
Right. But do you think it is appropriate for kids, or is it PG-13? Is that what or is that the argument?
No, it's
Maybe
not
that's
appropriate.
the argument.
It's absolutely not appropriate for children. For the reasoning of, I'm not gonna say. I'll say it's not appropriate to do it in public venues with children. I'll say that, and I'll say that because not all parents are in agreement with that.
Right.
And they have a right to their values, you know what I'm saying, and what's being shown and displayed to their child.
Right.
Children are very impressionable. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
So I don't think now if that's something that you're into and you want your children to be into, by all means, if there's somewhere where
I
that
don't
type of
believe that
thing's
part.
done, then that's on y'all. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
But as far as
I think
just
that's
in a
fucked
school
up.
setting or something like that, no.
I went to a drag show. My uncle performed. No, I ain't gonna lie. He did Diana Ross, and basically all he did was it wasn't nothing raunchy or nothing like that. That's all they was doing was impersonating.
This is good though.
Different. And I had a good time. I ain't gonna lie. Shit.
Okay, so no, this is interesting because you heard my impression or of the whole situation or whatever, but then to get that perspective of it, I never been, so I just learned what it is. Okay, so over here with the story. So the law. So from what they're talking about here is this this clash between conservatives and progressives or LGBTQ or people or whatever. They have a law or something that they're trying to put to ban, or they already do have a law that bans gender affirming care for transgender youth and barred drag queens or other male female impersonators from performing in front of children. And so that's what you mean when you say slippery slope on that part alone, Ivory. Okay, I got you. But what about the okay, so that part, and I hear that. I can hear that. Gender affirming care for transgender youth. What are your thoughts on that, Renault? Wake up, ho.
No, I'm trying to process what you just said.
Oh, your bandwidth is low, ho? Or do you low frequency? You're free.
No, negative. No, negative. I need you to repeat the question, and I'm like just trying to comprehend what you was talking
Hey,
about.
Geneva, what's happening with you? Listen, I'm going to run it back to you. So we're still on that same paragraph though, but what so how do you feel about the legislation? So what the legislation in Tennessee is doing is they recently banned gender affirming care for transgender. We talked about they barred the drag queens or male or female impersonators, but what about care for the transgender youth?
Well, that's like it's a touchy subject. I don't know what is the age range? What type? What
Youth is under 18. Let's start there.
Okay. All right. So, and they want to have the care. I think they should be after. I think
stumbling and fumbling. Jesus Christ! Spit it out.
What's the question, yo?
Okay, man.
Listen. I think they
you
should
don't
be
even
over
remember.
18. Listen, I think they should be over 18 before they're allowed to make their decision. If they want to do that, go forward with that process.
Okay, I agree with that. I don't think we should just tell people how they should live their lives, though. But my issue would be with young people or youth, and youth means under 18. So you mean to tell me that a kid can, there's
a make a transition? You're saying?
No, listen.
I don't even know what that even means because they say care. So I don't, they're a body going to the doctor and getting checked out for whatever it is.
Well, I say no. I mean, because if that's the case, why can't they buy cigarettes? I mean, if they, make it make sense to me. If they can,
they should be able to make that decision. They can go buy weed, liquor, or cigarettes,
or join the military and vote and all that shit. But listen, what I'm saying is nothing.
Oh, this nigga just left his mind like poof. This nigga over here flipping and flashing.
Just say no, nigga. Say no to drugs.
I mean, the problem is, at the end of the day, I mean, and I want to preface this because I'm not saying that youth and children don't have an opinion, because they absolutely do. You know what I'm saying? So let me start there. But at the same time, at the end of the day, you don't have a fucking opinion, bro. You know what I'm saying? When it comes down to at the end of the day, you know what I'm saying? If this is what, you know what I'm saying, especially when it comes to situations that can, you know, alter your future and alter your life in such a fashion, you know, things that your brain isn't developed yet to be able to, you know, even make these type of decisions, or, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So at the end of the day, no, you don't get to, you know,
because it could be like a phase, right?
I mean, because not being funny, and I mean, I've read it before, but I had the same mind thinking. If your 8, 9, 10-year-old kid is saying they want to be another gender, and you're saying, okay, well, I'm being supportive. Okay, what if this motherfucker want to gangbang? You know what I'm saying? Are you being a supportive parent then? What if they want to smoke weed? What if they want to do any of this type of shit? Like, where's the line drawn to where it's about what they want to do?
Yeah, I agree, bro. I agree.
Like Jack said, I think you're not maturely developed. It's like your brain is like wet cement. It's like, so you're not ready for all that. You gotta, let that shit develop and it gets solidified before you try to
Excuse
make
me,
a
ladies and
decision.
gentlemen. I'll be right back out of the bathroom break, you freaks.
Well, like I was saying, your mind is not, really available and mentally stable to answer those or accept those type of decisions. Because, like you said, what if you want to be a girl or a boy one day or whatever, and then you decide, okay.
Yeah, I don't, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, it's, like I said, they have a say, but at the end of the day, they don't have a say. You're supposed to be the ultimate determining factor. Now, I'm not saying you can't, understand how they feel, but you don't have to facilitate shit either. That's just my personal opinion about it. Now, once you're of age and you're able to make said decisions, if this is still something that you want to do, whatever it is, at that point, hopefully I've raised you enough to, be steadfast in your decisions and headstrong and wise enough to, know what you're getting into. And at that point, I mean, it's on you. But, all this as a child, you get to tell me what you're doing and how you're doing it because this is what you want to do. It's not going to fly in my household.
Yeah. I got a female friend that is going through something similar where she had a boy. I'm trying to be very sensitive because they don't want to call him, her, or that, not whatever. But so, as she had a boy, but then she wants to be first. She wanted to be called non-binary because she was confused and didn't want to know if she wanted to go here or there. And then as of recently, and the parent is being like supportive, so
I'm back
and going with it, yeah. And then the child like decided, I want to be a girl.
You see how we was just talking about the Nashville shooter, right? And now we're talking about this.
Are you been listening? Yeah.
No, I kind of steered it that way, but I didn't mean for it to go too deep into that. But once again, like as we always do on the PDXDOPE live podcast, it seems like, I've been doing this for about a little like a year and a year and like 6 months. And damn, it's like we've covered a lot of mass shootings. A lot. There hasn't been. I mean, it's like every other show. If you go back into history, and I need you guys to like and subscribe this shit. I don't understand why we don't have likes. We have a lot of people to view this shit, but the likes be low. I mean, it's free. I ain't even asking for money. Just hit the like button on the YouTube deal. You know what I'm saying, though? Facebook and all. I don't even fuck with Facebook that much no more. So, you know, y'all come over to the YouTube shit, though. But seriously, though, back to this. Let's see here, man. Do you think the police did their job?
Yeah.
Oh, they did it exquisitely.
When they shot that girl?
Well, the video
Yes.
that you said,
Yeah.
I think that they went in there and
Hell
executed
yeah.
that.
That's the way you're supposed to handle business. The way they did.
That
it.
wasn't extra force?
Nah,
No.
that wasn't enough,
Let me ask
Yeah.
y'all this. If it was a black person, how would you feel?
bro. They would have lit
Same
his
way.
ass up. He'd have been Swiss cheese, bro. They shot her 5 times, I believe. I counted 2 shots with the AR and then 3 with the pistol. If
I
that would have
mean-
been a brother,
Okay.
it'd have been 20 shots with the AR and 1 shot with the pistol.
Oh, there you go. All right. So, like, what? So, like, okay. So, was this a girl being a guy or a guy being a
It
girl?
don't even matter what it was. What
I know, bro, but I'm trying to figure this out, bro, because they were talking about
Yes, it was
misgendering
a-
her.
it,
I
it,
think,
it was.
I think
Trying to
the
be
link was-
PC here.
I think she had an issue with the original pastor.
Did she kill the pastor?
No, but that's what
No,
she was
it's not her.
saying. Yeah, daughter.
Oh, he killed the pastor's daughter.
Yeah.
Oh, that's cold. But how is it? You know, that is so fucked up for the substitute teacher, though. She don't even work there regular.
Right, you know, I thought about the same thing, right? Like that, like, why did I take this fucking assignment? She can't even say that right now because
The
she's
janitor
gone.
been working there 13 years.
Right.
13,
man.
I think it was 13 or 14. The black
He just
dude.
come to work, do his shit, boom, boom, and get caught slipping. Just damn.
All right, why? I ain't even supposed to be mopping this hallway today.
Jesus Christ.
That's
That-
fucked up.
That's some awful. But no, the meme king, you motherfucker. Yeah, hey man, that's just, you know, this is wicked. It's a wicked fucking world out here, people. Believe it or not. Whatever your politics is and shit, I don't give a fuck what presidents you support or what side of the coin you on. These streets ain't safe. Y'all motherfuckers better protect yourself. Don't be hate. Hey, when there's people that got guns around, bro, you feel safer, man. I'm just saying, though, bro. I
Like
bet
I
you
said,
do.
I was watching the YouTube on it last night, and
Uh-huh.
she used to go there
Yeah.
when she was younger. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, the pastor dude was counseling her about her sexuality because she wanted to. Sometimes she would identify as a guy, and sometimes she would identify. That's my son.
I know.
And sometimes she would identify as a girl, or whatever. They would identify as a boy or a girl sometimes, but the parents were against it because of their religion, and so they were like, "You're a girl, you're a daughter, and you know that we're not going to call you a boy. We're not doing any of that." You know what I'm saying? And so apparently they were always angry about that, and that's kind of what they were being counseled about. And that morning they text their friend and was like, you know, I'm gonna die today, you know. And it was like, I'm serious, you know, I'm looking to die, and you're gonna hear about it or whatever. And shortly after that, they went and did what they did. Like it showed
That was
video
for
of them
the
coming
black
to
chick,
shoot
right?
Yeah, shooting the windows out of the church, and that's how they made it to the school and went and did what they did, and what happened.
I was thinking Jermaine was gonna step in tonight because I know he fucks with me on the manosphere shit on the podcast and shit though. But there's this young lady that goes, she's just Pearly Things. She kind of operates in the manosphere area of things, and so she said some controversial shit, and they calling her racist and all this type of shit though. But I wanted to have him on here because he's familiar with her, you know. But I mean, just I'm throwing it out there. Do you guys know about this situation that's going on with her?
No,
Not familiar.
Is that Pearl Daily?
Yeah.
Nah.
Pearl.
Yeah.
Yeah. So okay. So we will cover that. I'm gonna send you guys some stuff on that though. I think I would love to get you guys' opinion on that situation. I watch it a lot. I was a fan of hers, but you know, there's some questionable things though that she said. But I think that it's more naivety than anything. But you know, you have to. We'll talk about that. I'll send some stuff so you guys can kind of get up to speed on that though. But I think it'll be interesting to hear how you guys feel about that. But that's kind of like the hottest thing that's happening on on YouTube, right, on these YouTube streets. So yeah, everybody's been covering shit and everybody's been going for it. Also, it's been crazy for a guy like me that listens to all this shit.
All I've been catching on YouTube is your boy Troy Ave.
Oh yeah, have you seen this podcast?
I ain't seen no podcast. I just been seeing him talking this shit ever since he beat the case or whatever.
Yeah, no, but you should.
However you want to put it.
Okay, maybe you did see this. He went in on my son, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Did you see that?
Yeah, because they all saying like
that's just
the narrative he's trying to paint. They like that ain't it.
Hold on, man. I watched this shit, nigga. I was in tears, bro. We're switching up the pace just a little bit. We'll get back to the stories though, but I gotta find this shit. This is straight comedy I want to share. Was that Troy Ave versus? And this is fair use.
Oh, fair use.
Yeah, fair use. You know. So I'm gonna stop and talk, but I'm trying to find a video real quick. You're freak on YouTube.
That boy 50's a hater.
What he said? Did he trolling Vivica Fox?
Yeah, about the BMF joint she trying to do.
Yeah.
You on mute if you talking to us, Ray?
Yeah.
What happened, Jax? I was like, you said 50. What happened?
Oh, Vivica Fox, she trying to do like a BMF movie or whatever, and 50 been trashing it.
Is it out already? Or she's working on it? She's
working on it, I believe. So
well, I would assume that it'll be better than the fucking show. He better start trashing it because anybody can do better than this TV. This is not a good idea. He should have did a movie for this.
For what?
BMF.
Oh,
I think it's just corny, bro. That shit was weak as fuck, bro. I hated that shit. It was the weakest one out of the. No, I'll say Force is the weakest one with Tommy.
Was that with Tommy?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But then again, I liked it better than fucking BMF. I ain't gonna front. BMF is cheese, bro. But I did like the dad though. He was cold.
Did you like Raising Cane's?
Hey, Clara's in the building.
Did you like Raising Cane's?
That's my favorite one.
Okay.
Because it's more to the original story. It's more inclined to Tommy and Ghost and Kane, you know, their relationship and stuff like that. You know, it's more closer to that, the early days of Power, the original thing. So I'm more into that show in particular.
Yeah, I'm trying to see when they gonna develop You know, when he essentially met his crew and started doing his shit.
Who's that again? Are you talking about meet his
On
people?
on the Raising Canaan, I'm trying to see if on new seasons if they gonna show how he started doing his thing. You know what I'm saying? And got with Ghosts and Tommy, and you know what I'm saying. Start
That's
fucking with
yeah,
them
that's
niggas.
that. But I think that's gonna be in Raising Canaan.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, that's gonna be the. Yeah, I think that's. I mean but that's the best story to me. The mom is kind of corny though, you know. But you know,
But I mean the power too. It's just power all over again. I mean,
he's
Tariq
just Ghost.
the
Tariq
white
is just
plays
Ghost.
Tommy. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
yeah.
You got the girl. Yes, they just
They did a good transition on that, bro. I ain't gonna front though, if I'm being honest, because he acts just like Ghost, right? The character Ghost. Wouldn't you say?
Mm-hmm.
He's exactly like him. I mean, all you have to do is write him. You know what I'm saying? And he does all the shit, the talking, the tone, the cadence, and then like Jack said, the white kid. What's his name again? Why do I not know his name? Nobody else knows his name. Okay, but anyway, the white kid.
Yeah.
He's Tommy. Yeah. But he ain't ruthless like Tommy. He's just, you know, it's
Hey, he
the
with
whole
the shit
story,
though.
though.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He getting tougher as it go along. You know what I'm saying? As he being exposed
Yeah,
to
he ain't
seeing
no
more
sucker.
shit.
I ain't calling him a sucker.
I
ain't
know,
saying
but
he's
he
like
ain't
a,
Tommy. But
he's
Tommy had to
developing
develop into Tommy.
Yeah.
he's probably he's the smarter where he's just like Tariq. He's just as smart like him.
As it goes on, he's gonna be like tough like Tommy.
I mean, because Tariq ain't tough as Ghost.
Right.
True. I think what's going to end up happening is they're going to end up when it's all said and done in the future of this shit. I think that they're going to end up being enemies.
Who?
Tommy, I mean not Tommy, but Tariq and why do I forget this name, bro?
I ain't watched the season yet.
Huh? The white boy, the white dude.
His roommate. Yeah.
Nah, I don't think so.
That's what I think. When it all said and done, that's what's gonna happen. That's my opinion on that.
Effie has shut it down, bro.
She fine as fox hair, boy. Let me tell you, man. Woof.
I ain't. What episode is it on in the new genre?
Bro, I just watched the last one, man. It's like I said, bro.
Hey, don't give it away. I ain't seen it yet.
I ain't giving nothing away. It's far fetched. It's far fetched, but it's cool though. I mean, it's entertaining because I know Jax is a hard critic when it comes to this shit. So, I mean, have you watched it, Jax?
No, I ain't watched none of the new season yet.
Okay, so I'm gonna let you watch it though, but it's like it's one of those things, bro. You know, it's like it to me, it's not really realistic. It is to the idea of what's happening. I've seen it before in real life, but how it's just like it's a little bit far fetched for me. You know what I'm saying? And
I ain't watched. I think I'm about to binge watch Snowfall tonight. I still ain't watched none of that season.
Oh, nigga, if you can't sleep, watch them. Yeah. Claire is asking Renaud, what's Renaud snacking on? Homemade nachos?
Nah, some old store bought. A lot.
He hungry.
Juanas,
Juanita,
whatever the fuck it is.
Oh, man, listen. This nigga crazy.
Nigga. It says Braden Weston is the roommate. Thank you. Shit. How the fuck I don't know Braden? The homie.
Yeah, that guy.
Hey, listen, bro. But you know what the coldest part on that movie is when the brother of Mary J's son sunned his dad though, nigga, and made him push to work, nigga.
Yeah, I like that. That was nice.
Yeah, because I was like, how the fuck he just gonna get away with shooting the basketball dude, right? Y'all didn't see this, ain't no spoiler alert, it's last season. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, and he's sitting there fronting, they killed the one dude, bro, in the new season, spoiler alert. But he like trying to blame it on dude. He was like, man, you think I'll go fall for that, bro? Like, nigga, what you got me fucked up, bro? Like, seriously, though. That shit was hilarious to me, though. But I love that part when he did that, though, nigga. That shit was cool. My son.
Stop.
Jax, you like
Claire,
my son? You fuck with him?
He cool. He gets a little too Black Pantherish sometimes for me. And I'll be like, shut the fuck up. But
it don't even. I mean that. Yeah. I mean, my thing with him is though, bro. It's like, nah. I think that's his lane. Fuck it. I'm gonna just say that. That's his lane. He's supposed to be over there doing that. But Troy Ave was clowning him. I can't find his podcast, but he was clowning me. It's like he broke down all the shit that happened to him and why he went to jail and all that type of shit. And he talked about how the nigga was robbing cab drivers and shit, though. He said one for like $3 and another one for no, I'm talking about, bro. It's like it's hilarious, bro. Troy Ave, he's gonna blow up at this shit, bro. With what he got, I promise you. His podcast is funny.
Do you think he read it?
Oh, yes. I don't know. So tell me what happened.
So, you know the nigga Taxstone.
With Taxstone, right. He was found guilty, right?
Right. So, him and Taxstone, you know, they've been shooting shots at each other for forever. You know what I'm saying? They seen each other in the club. Troy Ave approached him on some, you know, rah-rah. You know what I'm saying? Nigga got punched in the face. Yeah, tussle.
Who got punched in the face? Who got punched in the face?
I think, did he Tax? I can't remember if Tax got punched in the face. Yeah, I think Tax got punched in the face because Troy Ave was with some niggas. You know what I'm saying? And Taxstone upped it and got the bussing or whatever. Somehow Troy Ave ended up with the gun. Okay. He let off a shot back, you know what I'm saying? But like it's like you don't see him, you see him shoot, but like you don't see, you know what I'm saying, like who's in the area he's shooting at. But long story short, Troy Ave's partner ended up getting killed in the ordeal or whatever.
Right, his bodyguard security, right?
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So
hey, what's up, y'all?
What's up with you, girl?
Did
Clear
y'all get
says
ready?
snowfall is no joke. This week had my heart hurting. Okay, so hold on. Don asked me that.
A little bit?
Sure. Don mentioned that to me, and last week I was disappointed with how that whole thing went down. Last week was
They should have let the bitch die last week. Period.
Okay, that's my point. We see me.
Hold on, I haven't watched that shit yet.
I'm sharing it right now.
Oh, you gonna share it? Oh,
yeah.
Oh, there it is. Let's see it. Put it on full screen.
I am about to.
All right, there you go.
Easily create a powerful online store, fully loaded with all the e-commerce features.
I got premium, no commercials.
Dead hate I won. It's time to elevate. Dead hate I won. It's all my real ones that been ride with me and ride for me. This all out. Check the success. This is proof, living proof. They can't nothing stop us. No matter what obstacle coming our way, we cannot be stopped. God is ready to take us straight. God is great, his album straight. It's called Dead Hate I Won.
This is a jail record.
Though new block with some times 10 you and dance me, baby, from pissing himself. Troy Ave back with a vengeance. Real one's love.
What is this? Oh, okay.
Thing did this so independent, out the mud. I wear their deals on my middle finger. I wear their deals on my, and it's a new gift I bought to myself. I've been buying some new gifts for myself. Celebrate freedom. You know what I'm saying? This is engaged. That says Scott free on the inside. Yeah. What year was this that this happened?
Sure, this
I ain't listening.
Josh, get the calculator ready.
I keep going forward.
Just get the calculator ready. And your mother shouldn't be living in the hood.
Okay.
With a damn dirty, nasty shower.
50 years imprisonment.
50 years to the 50-year-old man.
Oh, a little bit more, bro. Because he talked about how he got robbed.
1997? 23 years old.
23. He better not be a grown-ass man with opinions on me. He better not be a grown-ass man whose mother lives in the hood with something to say on me. 1997. Let's do the math. How old was he in 1997?
23 years old.
23. I'm good at math. You can throw me any type of number. He was 23 in 1997. And In 2000, he was 26. Correct? What year are we in now?
Correct.
2023.
This man is damn near 50 years old, hating on Troy Ave with an opinion. Damn it, 50 years of hip hop just passed. My son,
he
you
was
weren't
facing
invited.
50 years imprisonment.
50 years to the 50-year-old man. AARP. God damn it. You should be ashamed of yourself. At 50, you should be driving a Bentley with salt and pepper hair and having a wife at home and a nice young girlfriend on the side. And your mother shouldn't be living in the hood with a damn dirty, nasty shower curtain, the plastic one on the inside with the mold on the bottom.
Yeah.
My opinion would be, let me get my moms out the hood. You niggas, moms live in the hood. Shouldn't have no opinions. You feel me? You know what you should do? You should get a BBL on your face. Mice in the hole. We're still gonna get to your statement. We'll get to that later in my Kenneth Montgomery voice. Damn it. Okay, let's get to his.
He was found guilty of 2 counts of robbery.
Oh, you niggas just started.
When the verdict was read, my son
So you're
said,
saying this man is 50 years old right now. At the time he was 23.
He's 23.
Okay, and okay, he was found guilty
of 2 counts of robbery.
Okay, go ahead, please.
When the
read on.
verdict was read, my son said, "I love you. Be strong," to his family and friends as he left the courtroom. In 1997,
Excuse me, can we stop for a minute? My son said, "I love you. Be strong."
to his family and friends.
Wait, I love you. Be strong. What is he? The bread earner of his family? He's robbing cab drivers at Bottle Point, at Broken Bottle Point. Wait, how much is he earning for this family? Be strong.
Give me everything from your last fare.
You feel me?
Oh, we about to get into it. We're about to get into it. So,
I love you. Be strong. It's crazy. Can you start over, please, one more time? For this fucking Bottle Point robbing, cab driving, bum ass, big nose, gonzo face, Sesame Street face, nigga.
Oh my, get to it, nigga. Shit.
My
Are
son,
you
23, is facing a maximum sentence of up to 50 years imprisonment.
My
for
son's
robbing
50
two
years old
cab
right now. We're
drivers.
talking about the man that was 50 at the time.
He was 23 at
he
the
was
time.
23. He's 50 years old right now. Yeah. Oh, but he's changed his life. He changed his life. He's an activist.
He's an activist.
Oh, yeah.
They said this.
But meanwhile, I changed my life.
The
I get
turning point
successful.
in his life.
I get successful from him.
Man, fuck this nigga. He
Yeah,
tell
it
her
was too much. He all that breathing
That's
he
what I
was
wanna
doing,
know.
killing me.
Man, nigga
Did
tell her
y'all see about the Did y'all see about the dude that went up to one of the high schools down in Georgia yesterday and attempted and act like he was with the guns, like he was gonna do some shooting? Resource officers intervened and they were caught up with him. So he turned around. They chased him. Somehow they figured out where he lived. They sent the police to his house. The police come up and ask him to come outside. He comes out in the bathrobe smoking a blunt. They ask him what his name is, and he says Stephen Blunt. Said a couple of words with the officer, and then he just pulls out like he wanted to death by suicide and got to a shootout in his front yard. Of course, the police killed him. But he went up to a high school in Georgia. I have the video on my phone. Somebody had sent it to me, and I was just like, "Are you kidding me right now?"
That's wild.
Yeah,
that's
it's a
what's
lot.
supposed to happen.
Oh yeah, he got what he was supposed to get, all of it, and then some. He should have got more, but like, what? I mean, like, what? Every year around election time, there's a whole bunch of school shootings. I mean, it's just weird that it happens only at election time.
So what are you saying?
Well, y'all figure it out. Y'all smart. It's just a way for them. I mean, I don't know. I'm not saying that everybody is doing it just because they're trying to make a point with gun laws, but I mean, I just feel like that's just one of the ways that they try to use that shit. It's just awfully strange to me that every time around election time, there's a couple of school shootings. I mean, yeah, they happen all throughout the year in different places, but it's a lot more that happen right around the election times and all that old weird shit. When
You
they
make a
doing all
good
they
point there, Don.
when they doing all their little campaigning and shit.
Yeah, that's an interesting point of view.
Just a thought, Where is RNJ? Well, I mean, what happened? What had happened was
You probably have to go take a bathroom break.
He already won. I mean, he's
Olin.
completely.
Shut up, Paul. I'm right here. Let me tell you. I pulled myself off on. I don't know what I was doing. Listen. What I was saying is that. So you heard about the Los Angeles Chargers defensive tackle Sebastian Joseph-Day. He accuses the TSA of sexual assault.
Wait.
Why? Because they fondled him because they were searching him.
Oh, they must have been. They were searching for more than drugs and weapons. I guess they had a weapon on him because he's claiming that it's sexual assault. Yeah. His name is so anyway. Los Angeles Chargers defensive tackle Sebastian Joseph-Day accused a male transportation security administrator and officer of sexually assaulting him before a recent flight out of Southern California. The incident happened Friday morning at John Wayne Airport in Orange County, according to Joseph-Day, 28. Who won the 2022 Super Bowl ring with the Los Angeles Rams. I really just got sexually assaulted by TSA, Joseph-Day told followers on Twitter after I asked the gentleman to please stop BC.
Ball checking.
Black cock. So anyway, I'm uncomfortable.
Stupid, man.
All right. So anyway, uncomfortable, and I feel that this part of the check is unnecessary. After he felt what was needed, then they told me I was the problem. After 3 TSA agents swarmed me. Joseph-Day didn't go into any greater detail, and he couldn't immediately be reached for comment. Ladies and gentlemen.
So when they searched him, what did they find?
Balls.
Oh my.
That's
Frank and beans.
So that's and they let
him. They was grabbing on him.
Yeah, that's what he said.
He said he was touching all his Frank and beans.
Well then, he should get paid.
So you all of it. So you all in my Ganatonauts, and you feel my 2 acorns.
He said, "Listen, bro." He said, "I really just got sexually assaulted by TSA." He said, after I asked the gentleman to please stop BC because it's supposed to be because, but I said BC. It says black cock. You know, I'm just saying it said BBC, but it said BC. So anyway, because I'm uncomfortable, and I feel that this part of the check is unnecessary. But it happened on Friday morning though, so I mean, I think he probably gripped him up.
It was probably an A, B, C, D, E, F, G.
Maybe not.
Was this an anal cavity search or was this just like
cavities, huh? Oh my.
Jesus, that sounds horrible.
Well,
but no, it wasn't. He grabbed his weapon.
Oh, which was his balls.
I mean, balls, cock. I don't know. I wasn't
Johnson
there.
So you're trying to say he was half cocked?
Hey, listen, bro. That was a good one though. I like that. I'm definitely gonna clip that. He was
So TSA thought he was half cocked, and then they reached for it.
But look how big this. I mean, well, he couldn't do nothing about it, right?
Yeah. Well, how was he, like 6'8"?
Yeah, nigga, he's 6'5", I think, or something like that. He's a monster.
Okay, so and they thought,
oh my,
they thought it. So the TSA is like, is that a weapon? Or are you happy to see me?
Oh my god! Fuck out of here, the fuckery.
I'm just curious. What was his thought process?
That's terrible.
Look at this guy. He's like like you said, 6'5". He's a big burly guy.
Listen, that nigga's a monster, bro.
Listen.
Look, that dude who was filling him up, bro. He was into that.
Yeah.
Did he have blonde hair?
Let's look at the history of the guy that was doing the searching.
Scooty stupid. He said he had.
Jeffrey Dahmer.
Oh shit.
The Dahmer sensation.
Yeah, blonde hair.
Man, listen.
So he told him to pull over to the left. I'm gonna need you to take your belt off, and I'm gonna have to
to the left.
That's why I go with sweats, bro. No,
So it can be easier for him to search it.
Sweats and flip flops.
There you
So it
go.
can be easier for him to fondle you.
Listen, they can fondle you with jeans on or sweats. We're different to it, man. It's usually for me. So when they tell you to take your shoes off, you know, I got flip flops on. You know, I ain't got nothing tied nothing. That's really what that's about. Now we're back to the fondling part that you want to sit there and put out there. Nah, they gonna fondle you anyway. You're getting fondled every time you go through that line, nigga.
Yeah,
you just been molested, motherfucker. So check it out. You know what I'm saying? Like you going through the line or whatever.
I was just curious why he felt so special. Like, well, he wasn't supposed to get searched.
Nah, that nigga.
Maybe he has a heart murmur.
That nigga was. Yeah. He said that the TSA dude was grabbing on him. He grabbed a weapon.
Nigga, a weapon is hard and solid.
Pause.
Oh man.
Pause. Oh my God! Somebody mute this nigga. What's going on?
You the one that got the controls.
Listen. That's great content. Let me tell you something that's going to be in a short, nigga. That's going to get, nigga. We're going viral. We're going on vacation, y'all. Thank you, Tage. They got to see this nigga. This nigga Santa Claus is out here, man, talking about. Oh my God. I can't believe you let that go. But anyway, back to the show, ladies and gentlemen. Where are we at?
We haven't even made it to the third topic yet.
I know. We've been doing what we do.
Serial sperm donor who fathered 550 children.
I was looking at why is that a Sagittarius thing? Because I'm looking at that right now on my screen too.
I don't know about that, but yeah.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, me and Clara was talking about this shit earlier today before the show started. So let's see what we got here. So we got a serial sperm donor who fathered 550 children sued for increasing incest risk. Oh, this guy.
How they gonna sue him when they allowed him to do it? That's dumber than a motherfucker.
That's what I said. That's what I said to fuck. Me and Claire was talking about this shit, and that's exactly what I said. They allowed him to do it because there's a documentary about this doctor who did it intentionally. You know what I'm saying? Right. And so that's different. But this guy,
I can see a handful getting stuck through this process, but
a handful,
550, yeah.
So check this out though. So a sperm donor who has fathered 550 children being sued amid accusations his prolific donations increase the risk of accident incest.
That is not his fault.
Yeah, I know that. I mean, it's like you got to be stopping. If you're worried about that, you got to stop it. So the Netherlands Donor Kind Foundation is taking Jonathan Jacob Major to court to stop him donating sperm and accuses him of lying about the number of children he has fathered. Dutch sperm clinic guidelines say donors should donate a maximum of 25 children or to 12 women to prevent inbreeding, incest, or psychological problems for donor children. So possible consequences make me sick to my stomach. The civil case is being brought by a Dutch mother of one of Major's children, who has been named only as Eva and had a child in 2018. If I had known he had already fathered more than 100 children, I would have never chosen him, she said. If I think that the consequences, if I think about the consequences, this could have for my child is sick to my stomach. Whatever the fuck she's talking about. Anyway, what do y'all think about that?
That's the dumbest shit ever, and they're stupid.
Should he be incarcerated for that?
Negative, ghostwriter. Negative, because that's how is that his fault? Because they didn't do their part. They didn't do what they were supposed to do. I don't understand how he's going to be held responsible for a mistake that the company that used his little seeds. How's that his? That's stupid than a motherfucker. That makes absolutely no sense to me.
So DonorKind is the name of the company, and they want the court to order the dude to stop donating and to find out which clinics he has donated to. They want to find out which clinics he shot nut to. And
well, he probably needed the money, but I don't understand how it's his fault because they didn't do their job.
Right.
You know what? I think the doctor had a role in that. He wanted his seed to be spread. He's a sick motherfucker.
So
that was a doctor, but that's we're talking about an individual who was getting money just to go and donate.
She said he going international with his shit though.
Right. So look, Don. So he says, but the thing with this guy is he started accessing international sperm banks. So it ain't just the 550 that he got with this one right here. He been out there. This nigga is different.
Well, the same way that they have screening for HIV testing and things like that, they should have a flag on certain names all across the country, a database like they do for fingerprints and shit and DNA prints. And then that way they would be able to monitor who's donating where. If you're going to open up one of these clinics, you should have to be you should be obligated to take DNA from each sample that's given to make sure that these are not serial donators.
He's in Kenya right now.
Yeah, well, shit. There it is there. He's
they said we are life. Look, they said donor wants the court to order Major to stop donating and to find out which clinics he has donated to. It also wants all of his sperm in storage to be destroyed unless it is reserved for a woman who has one of his children.
What kind of fucking genetics does he have that's so important that all his shit is going to be spread throughout whatever?
No, because there's women, or for the women that want to have multiple children, they want to have the same DNA, same line, and so they'll go back to that same donor to get impregnated again. So they want to go in. They want to destroy it. They want to destroy it. No more nut. They want to destroy all of it.
Is this the picture of the dude with the long blonde hair?
Yeah, that's him. Let me show that picture for the.
Yeah, show that.
This motherfucker's a freak.
Wow. All right.
What's wrong with that? If they want all their kids to look alike. Shit, he looked like Thor. Shit. I don't see nothing wrong with it.
Thor.
All right, let me ask you this: are any of these women that are getting injected with this sperm of ethnicity? Or they are
ethnicity?
Well, he in Kenya now.
Our ethnicity.
He's in Kenya now, so he's gonna be getting that black pussy.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. And he has moved to Kenya. You freaks.
He about to now.
Yeah. No, is this Jonathan Jacob Major is being taken to court to stop him donating sperm.
Man, that's stupid.
But one of the things that Clara said to me, though, she said that we need to investigate why this was so appealing to him to do. Like, why the fuck, say 520 fucking women though, and it's like, is this really like? I agree with Don. He did this shit, but the sperm companies make more money. He getting like $75.
Yeah, it's like donating plasma. So my
Listen,
thing is they need to have some DNA things set in place.
First of all, men who do this, have some fucking standards about yourself. 7,500 for some nut? Fuck out of here. They making bread off that shit. You better fucking start charging it up, bro. Don't be out here just giving this shit to these motherfuckers. You ain't getting your worth. That's one thing.
Hey, niggas is out here giving it to napkins.
Or giving it to women for the streets for free.
My point, right? Right. You guys are absolutely right, but that's my thing. Stop fucking doing that.
And then
there's
they
money
on
involved.
support.
It's money involved.
Yeah.
DJ Couch.
Listen, that's wasting that, bro. Just
wow,
ether. And so listen, they talk about. So I like I said, I had this amazing conversation. We were talking, me and Claire, about she's seen this documentary, right, and talk about like birth or whatever. And I'm sure she's going to comment on this, but like, and it talks about how from the stages, from when you nutting chick, right, and then like, and from when that nut shoot. That's 300 million sperm. By the time it reaches up there, it's 12. In the woman's body, and she was explaining to me how the woman's body, it shows the levels of how the sperm is killed as it goes up in there when you shooting up the
only
club.
strong survive.
Only strong survive. So they say by the time you get up there to see who's gonna get the egg, it's 12. But it's 300 million when it start off though. But the woman's body, you know, she explained that it was a trip. So I'm finna watch this shit though. But it was a trip though, bro. Like 300 million of the motherfuckers, bro. And Claire, if you could please,
everybody got
Claire, what's the name of that documentary, if you don't mind? Here she go. 300 million sperm at the onset. 300 million. And by the time it reaches, who gonna be at the egg is only gonna be 12 motherfuckers. So think about that. The whole United States, boom. And then like, boom, you know what I'm saying? Boom. And then like they all gone and there's only 12 motherfuckers left.
You know what? I got some 12 strong men because every time I nutted, somebody got pregnant. Only 2 survived though.
Was it murder or the other thing?
The rest are in mason jars. But yeah, no comment.
I had to pull off the screen real quick for that one.
No, I was like, dang.
I had to pull off the screen. Okay, so anyway, ladies and gentlemen, back to the show. Life Before Birth is the name of this documentary. Check it out. I'm not sure exactly where you can watch it at, but I'm sure if you Google it, you can find it. That's something I want to watch though. But that was fascinating to me when she was explaining to me that, you know, this parts of this documentary though, you know. But yeah, y'all need to check that out though. But 300. But I agree with Don. Why he going to jail? Because they didn't handle their books, and I feel like they exploited this man for his nut. Paul.
Wait a minute, I didn't know he was going to jail for that.
Well, they're suing him. Might as well be. But why should he get sued though? Because they basically, like I said, he's getting $75. And the clinic is getting what? I mean, you name it. It ain't $76.
Right.
It's some probably thousands of dollars. I'm just assuming at this point, but I'm sure that if we Google this and did some research, we know that women who go in there looking for that pay a lot of money. But the guy, of course, like always, short-handed a stick, you bitch ass nigga. Give her $76, nigga, for your shot. And they getting paid this money, like 15, 2,000 for the bank, you know, whatever, for your shit. And you get $76, nigga, just for a good time, nigga. And it ain't even a real person at the end of the rainbow. Think about it.
No, I had a friend that, you know, he was down on his luck and he was selling his plasma. So I understand you get $56, and then whatever.
You know what? I remember a time where I considered doing that. This is a long time ago.
Damn, bro.
yeah, man.
In high school, you was the man.
Yeah. I ain't never done that, bro. You must have really been on a bad one then.
No, listen, bro. I didn't say that I did it.
Shit, that means there was no goddamn cans and shit around the house, nigga, today.
No, it wasn't. The concept wasn't like that back then. Nigga gonna get some blood before a nigga go take some cans back.
This nigga
Listen.
You gonna be sitting at the house weak. Take more. Need that.
Hold on. Clarence said I stand corrected. It's 500,000. Half a million.
No, that's 500 million.
Not 500. No, that's 1,000.
It's 500 million right there, G.
Yeah.
No, that's my bad. But no, that's half a billy. Think about all those lost souls. That's more people than in America, nigga, coming out your dick, nigga.
Yeah, you just ready to sell the wrong shit, nigga. You selling plasma, nigga. You need to be selling the nut.
Listen, bro, I didn't say that. I did it. Never that. I'm just saying, no,
I ain't gonna judge you, bro. I ain't judging you.
I think I've been judged.
I ain't judging you, bro.
I think I've been judged. I'm touched right now, you motherfucker.
I ain't judging you, bro.
Just selling blood, nigga. You out here selling blood for burger, nigga. What you doing, nigga?
You got your ass got needle marks and shit. Okay.
Oh no, man, that cocoa. Oops.
Shit.
Nigga, stick it in between his big and left and big and middle toe.
Oh no, that cocoa butter took care of the scars.
That's yeah. All right, let's check this out.
So, did you guys hear about the lady that in Oregon she was shoplifting and she bit a lady's ear off?
Yeah.
What was this? The numbers?
You already know.
Yeah, I heard about that, and they said they couldn't put it back.
Oh, did they really?
That's what they was talking about at work. At work, they was talking about it.
Yeah, she gonna,
Oh, Oregon shoplifter bit off Nordstrom security guard's earlobe.
Yes, that story. Oh my! Hold on, here's the story. Yeah, let me see here. She biting ears and some more shit.
It's like biting the pig ear.
Is facing prison time after biting the earlobe off of a Nordstrom security guard who tried to stop him from stealing.
Minorities, huh?
Reporter Kyle reports this is just the latest example of retail theft that's ugly, but arrests are being made.
A shoplifter who bit the earlobe off a Nordstrom security guard during a scuffle was sentenced to 70 months in prison. Ashley Clark pleaded guilty to assault and attempted robbery in Washington County. On July 22nd, prosecutors say Clark stole nearly $800 worth of merchandise from Nordstrom at the Washington Square Mall in Tigard. As she was leaving the store, loss prevention confronted her. Clark resisted. During the scuffle, prosecutors said Clark bit the earlobe off one of the loss prevention officers. The victim went to the hospital, but her earlobe could not be surgically reattached. Earlier this month, a different store in Washington Square Mall announced it was closing due to retail theft. The owner of Consign Couture said shoplifters had hit her store 19 times, stealing more than $56,000 in luxury bags, clothing, and shoes over the past year.
The amount of work that goes into running a small business, down to the research and tags and training to do this the right way, and then someone just like steals a day's worth of like all your work. It's like, what's the point?
In an unrelated case, a Portland man was sentenced to 6 years in prison for a series of large-scale retail thefts. Prosecutors in Clackamas County say Martin Castaway ripped off more than $30,000 in merchandise from Fred Meyer and Dick's Sporting Goods. Kyle Aboshi, KGW News.
You know, she was on meth.
Hey, I mean, if you ain't supposed to be going after them people anyway, they didn't get the memo.
It might be different for them though.
Well, you know what? It cost her an earlobe.
You know what? She probably had one of them long, juicy ones that she had the big ones that hung down. Did you put that thing in it? Did you put that thing in it at the end?
Oh yeah, one of those.
Yeah,
one of my coworkers.
it would made it easier to bite. Aye.
That just makes it more vicious.
Yeah, rip that shit off, nigga.
That hole there.
You know that sucker bled. Shoot,
it was a
for
donut.
days.
It was a donut hole.
She didn't get a fake one. They make fake everything else. Get a prosthetic earlobe.
Listen, that. It ain't you gonna be able to spot it, nigga. That fake earlobe ain't gonna work, Don.
They can just take some meat off of somewhere else. It ain't nothing but fatty tissue. They can get some meat somewhere else.
You think they can do that? They can fix that?
She probably has.
It just looks like I don't know, man.
Hey, did you say you think? Wait. They
gonna take the fat from right here.
I need all y'all to listen. Did you, motherfucker, just ask me? Do you think they make fake fucking asses and titties and all kind of other things? You think they can't make an earlobe? They can grow that shit in the lab somewhere. Are you kidding me?
Real talk. Okay, you're right.
Listen, they took the skin off my mama's ass and put it on her hand with a skin grab. When
She probably not gonna be too happy you told people that.
Yeah, man.
No,
TMI.
I've known that
Shut
since
up.
we were kids.
Nigga, so much. Everybody knows that she stop you, you get stopped with her ass. Boop.
Oh yeah, that's fucked up. You ain't cool for that.
I know.
I didn't know that. I know now.
Well,
Educational moment.
Yeah.
Okay, so check this out. Hold on, let me show y'all something. Yeah, she biting earlobes off, nigga. Like, listen, she's a drug fiend.
Yeah, of course. You see the white bitch.
She should have ate it.
So what?
So here's another story where we've been covering for the last couple of weeks. These stories with these teachers been fucking with these boys, and
I thought it was okay if it was a woman and a kid, a little boy.
That's terrible. It's not okay.
Oh, I thought that's what we were doing.
Allegedly stalking, grooming, sending sexual images to students. A former high school economics teacher
Not
is
one,
facing several felony
but
charges after
students.
police in Oklahoma say she stalked and sexually groomed at least 10 minors. Court documents
10.
show that Serena Cater, 43, is alleged to have sent nude photos of herself to at least 10 male students at McLeod High School in Potawatomi County, Oklahoma, and asked for them to send her nude pictures in return. Fox 25 Oklahoma reported. Cater is accused of stalking and grooming the students through social media, and an investigation was launched last November after a student told her mother that the economics teacher was having sex with a student. We received the information from the school in November 2022, so the investigation pretty much started then, McLeod Chief of Police Kyle Webb said. It took a little while since it was a pretty in-depth investigation, and then we turned everything over to the DA, and they filed 3 counts against Serena. Cater is facing 3 counts of engaging in sexual communications with a minor by use of technology. The documents show that Cater was exchanging sexually charged texts with students ranging from age 14 to 18, and she told authorities that 2 of the victims were in a relationship with her daughter at one point.
Wow.
I think one thing that people need to understand is it's not always a male predator and a female victim, Webb added. I think sometimes that people look at that differently. Maybe they fly under the radar a little bit because they're not used to it. Cater is alleged to have befriended the mothers of the students she was stalking and would send them pictures of the boys in class and at sporting events and tell them how great their sons were doing. Cater was arrested on March 16th and then released on $15,000 bail. McLeod Public Schools did not immediately respond to a request for comment from Fox News Digital.
You got hella quiet.
What'd you say?
I just got hella quiet. Like,
showing off. Hold on. me shut that off. Anyway, she was grooming the kids. I don't have nothing for that. Does anybody have anything they want to say about that story? I don't even want to talk about that. That's kind of weak. Oh, that's trash. Nothing. All right. Nobody has anything. Oh, that story. I'm not going into that. Serial sperm donor. 5 people killed in Portland in 5 days. I mean, in the last few days. Yeah. These other stories, I'm not really interested in. Anybody got anything? What else you guys got?
I don't have nothing. I mean, you pretty much covered everything that was hot around here.
Let's see, because I know Clara. See, Clara, she keep. There was a whole bunch of stories. I gave her the my template. Because we finna do a Wednesday podcast. It's gonna be for women. It's gonna be dope. Y'all see. They're gonna show us how to do this shit. She says, well, it was messed up that she was friending the moms of the boys. It made it easy access.
Mm-hmm.
You know, the moms, she slipping, tripping, whatever. She chasing her nigga or boyfriend or whatever. And the kids sitting there, he 13, 14 with a hard cock.
That just sounds so filthy.
Because it is. It is filthy.
What you think about the little rapper dude that got killed in Houston? He was on Vlad or whatever, bragging about him and his apparently a cat tried to rob him or something, and him and his girlfriend killed the dude or whatever, and he was on Vlad bragging about it or whatever, and like not even a day later, a couple days later, they knocked his ass off.
He was fucking because whoever the dude was a real one who was trying to rob him. Or Nick, or when I say real one, I'm not saying like he was some fantastic motherfucker. I'm just saying that he had that kind of reputation where he had people that would come back and do something for him. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
He was a gangster, or whatever in the streets, and people were. I mean, there was some level of respect. At least that would be my first thought on that.
Yeah, it's just. I mean, these motherfuckers, the internet, man, is what I'm more or less talking about. Like these interviews, just saying and doing anything for clout, and the result behind that. Because I mean, he had already killed the dude, so I mean, he was doing videos and shit after that. So I mean, he might have been all right. You know what I'm saying?
He should have left it alone.
Yeah.
I mean, really, when it boils down to it, you leave that kind of shit alone, because if the Lord bless you with an opportunity to defend yourself and to get out of harm's way, and especially if somebody's robbing you or trying to murder you, and then you go out here and then you just, you do this
Fat
weird
mouthing.
shit. Thank you. And you doing all that, fat mouthing, and then boom, you know what I'm saying? Because you don't know who this dude was. I mean, he didn't win. You hope to win, but people got to remember that as you want to make the choice to go and rob niggas or do all that type of shit, you have to understand going in that this could be the day that you lose your life. And there is no guarantees in this shit, and that there ain't no guarantee that you're gonna win. That's real shit. That is real shit. You can't write it no other way. So if you make that choice to do that, to lick a motherfucker or whatever, I've been involved with all that type of grimy shit. Believe it. But trust me when I tell you, if I had got my fucking noodles knocked out, I would have deserved it. Because that was a poor choice. And you can't underestimate people, because like Jack said earlier today, when he went to go fuck, he was just hanging out with his cousin at the fucking gun range, and he seen all these motherfucking people coming buying guns that made him buy a gun. That just lets you know these people ain't playing with you, and you just can't go out here and think you're gonna get the W, because that's not a guarantee.
Hell no, I mean, just leave motherfuckers alone. But like not just how you said, leave well enough alone. Like you said, you lucky enough that it went your way, and now you out here. I mean, but that's the era we in. Motherfuckers, they kill somebody and they making songs about it, dissing the dead and all this shit, and this is the aftermath of that kind of shit.
Yeah, man, absolutely, and it's bullshit because it's like this. The value of life, what does that mean to you is the question. What does the value of life mean to you? We can talk about popping a nigga and doing this and that, but what does the value of life mean to you in real life, though? Not what you say, you know what I'm saying? Like, but what does that mean? It's not that, when you own a firearm and you responsibly owning a firearm, you care about the value of life. You ain't the one out here doing that. You will never catch it. More than not, nigga, you're not gonna even shoot that weapon outside of a range. Peace
Exactly. Motherfucker, I hope he never have to use it. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. I don't want to ever have to kill no goddamn body. Ever. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to have to ever do that, but I want to know that I'm safe. Or that I had a fighting chance.
Correct.
Real talk. I mean, because I know that there ain't no guarantees with the win. I got a gun. I get killed, murdered right now with my gun on my hip. Done. Over. I might get slipped, or if I'm in a confrontation, I might be late on the draw. But at the end of the day, ain't no guarantees in this shit.
Yeah. I mean, it's sad that you choose to, but I carry my pistol all the time unless I'm at work.
Right.
I went to work. I mean, even when I'm cutting my grass, I got one on.
Mm-hmm.
Because
you don't ever know, bro. You never know. I mean, you think about crime and then people fight against that. And you see it with your own eyes what's happening to people out here. And you think to yourself, that ain't finna be me. Not at all. Fuck you. Fuck you. I'm not trying to be a tough guy. Hell, I can't even fight. A lot of people, but it's like, I tell you what, I can't fight. I can't do this, whatever it is, but I can get me a gun. Yeah, I know it ain't no guarantees that I'm going to win, but I know that I got the option to do that. I got that option. You know what I'm saying? Like, for real, bro. It's real out here, man. This is a different world. It's a different world out here. Anyway.
And then Yolanda sent me this. Let me get this shit straight. She sent me a text where, local news KOT, suspect attacked a man with a golf club and poured hot coffee on him and stole his bag. And that's in our town.
I seen the video of that shit.
Yeah, these people was crazy.
It's a black dude.
They know each other.
No, it's just a young black dude. He just been walking around wild and just attacking motherfuckers.
Well, I'll tell you like this: if the police don't get him, he gonna die. I promise you, he gonna die, and he should die. Don't give a fuck that he's a black.
Uh-oh.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Hello?
You're doing that stupid stuff. Hey, so let me ask you. I got me a watch, right? You know, one of them phone I could talk on my watch and shit. I'll be counting my steps and doing my whole little bullshit. So like sure.
Hey, did you hear about the story about the girl in Mississippi that recorded her husband leaving her and then she killed him on live? Yeah.
Yeah, that was crazy.
Yeah.
What?
Khadijah Brown goes live to record her husband leaving her.
Share it.
That was on. It's on Facebook on my phone.
And then her mama was instigating this shit.
Yeah.
I seen that.
Yeah.
What about the one where now posted where the girl was running the people over, man, and they ran the girl over and then went back over and ran her over again and then ran her over again.
God damn. Yeah, I didn't hear none of that shit, man. These people lost their fucking mind, man.
And then everybody recorded it, which is more disturbing. They didn't call the police or nothing. They just filmed this shit.
Right.
Let me see if I can share that shit.
Pretty soon I'm gonna be a goddamn hire me a producer. So all I have to do is just
shit. A lot of shit is on my phone.
Right.
Like share it to my computer or send it to my email or whatever. Let me see.
Hey, that Amazon, YouTube Prime. Hey man, that's that premium.
Right.
Yeah, that's off the
That's
off
working
the
for you
right there. Oh yeah,
Okay.
man. I still haven't got adjusted to no commercials yet because I'll be like, God damn. I'll be like, oh shit. I ain't got to worry about that.
Right.
Yeah.
You get through your whole shit and it gets
Yeah, lifesaver.
Right here.
tripping like a motherfucker. I'm sitting here watching the podcast on my phone.
Hey, y'all see it's supposed like 70% chance of snowing on Monday and Tuesday.
Really?
It looked like it. I believe it. I believe it.
Yeah.
I'm doing the same thing, Olin, watching the podcast on my phone too.
That's where everything at. All the stories. I mean, if motherfucker want to pick up talking about the girl that did whatever to her, it's right on YouTube.
I don't even watch. We don't even watch TV no more, bro. Around here, we stream.
Yeah, if you got that premium, it's like having YouTube Network. Where you can watch all the YouTube shit.
Yeah, and I get more content.
You said Khadijah Brown, right?
Yeah.
Hold on, I got it. I got it right here.
Yeah. Man, can't even leave nobody no more, man. Shit. Gotta have a bulletproof vest on when you leave.
For the kids before he had to go to work, among other things. But back to the Factor Uncensored. Khadijah Michelle Brown is accused of shooting her husband, Jeremy Brown, to death. This happened in Mississippi Saturday morning over the weekend. Now, according to investigators, they got into an argument about him not cooking for the kids before he had to go to work, among other things. That argument turned physical and ended with the fatal shooting, which played out on a Facebook Live stream.
I ain't really trying to argue at all. I'm just trying to get my.
No, you want to go tell your family about this, about that. You want to do this.
I'm trying to leave from over here and pee, man. I ain't trying to argue at all.
You ain't got to wonder about the kids.
A tragic reminder that men are also or could be victims in domestic violence, but we have to watch and see what happens and what plays out in this investigation. So we don't be quick to say he was a victim of domestic violence. We just don't know what happened. Now, Brown is in police custody tonight, that being the wife. Police say there was a history of domestic violence between Brown and the victim. They didn't say on which side, who was committing the domestic violence. Joining me now for the conversation tonight, we have with us trauma therapist Chow Nguyen and the director of violence prevention and training at the Houston Area Women's Center, Michelle Sachs. Got to have you all here on the Factor Uncensored. You know, and I listened to.
Man, she was the aggressor. What the fuck is he talking about? Shit. She off the hinges.
Let's see, Clara says the value of life means more once you understand what you have to lose.
Man.
He's back.
What a
I hit the wrong button.
Man, listen, that shit's crazy as fuck though, because that shot when I heard that, I was like, ooh.
Was that the kid screaming most likely?
No, that was her and her mother.
Yeah. They was some cold bitches though, man.
She shot him and she's screaming. I mean, you fucking dirty tramp.
Because she knew she was going to jail.
The nigga, listen, bro, he was on the phone, his phone, from what I read, he was on his phone trying to make sure that somebody was listening to him and they was hearing the situation, and she just busted on him and she killed him. Just like that. On some emotional shit.
Yeah, I didn't mean it. I'm sorry.
So like when guys do that type of shit, and they it's like a deliberate type of thing. You know what I mean? It's not. It's just like, why is it worth it to kill somebody?
Sometimes you be in the heat of the moment and the passion.
Listen, bro, I understand that. But it ain't worth. It's never worth it, bro.
I've never killed nobody, but I've slapped the shit out of somebody.
Let me tell you something. You ain't never killed nobody because, nigga, maybe they turned the right way. Maybe you just didn't press that extra.
Right, because the dude, he just killed that man, that 62-year-old man at the store.
Mm-hmm.
They punched him a couple times. The man was deaf or whatever, was trying to talk to him, and he tapped him on the shoulder, I guess, and he told him, don't touch me again. And the man, he couldn't hear him, of course, so he tapped him again. He turned around and socked him a couple times at the store on 122nd, and the man died. Yep.
Yeah. You know what? That's true, Jax, because I've been in some altercations where I didn't mean to really do something, and somebody fell and hit their head on the corner of the table, and then I could have been, you know what I mean?
That's awful. That's awful. That's an awful thought.
Yeah.
Well,
so
yeah,
it's all you got to control your emotions. And sometimes that's hard to do because some people know how to press certain buttons and they know what's going to trigger you. But then it takes
that's when you make choices.
But again, like Don said, then there's that you got to be like, hey, you know what? Let me step back. I'm not going to allow you to get myself out of character and then put myself in a position where I can't get out of, and I'm fucked up for life. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And I've been through that several times, and I thought I learned my lesson. And thank God, I'm not doing no real time.
Hey, listen, blessings.
Choose who you're around.
Mm-hmm.
Make better choices. I mean, if you're around 5 broke motherfuckers, eventually you're gonna be the 6th one. So I mean, at some point you gotta know when and when not to hang with certain people, not to have certain people around you. If you got a motherfucker around you that's gonna keep pushing your buttons, well, at some point a light needs to come on in your mind and be like, well, maybe I shouldn't be fucking around with these people.
Right.
Self.
Clara said, I saw a man get punched once outside of Grand Central. His neck snapped and he died instantly. This was years ago, but one clean punch one time. That's hard. Your children should be more important to you than your personal beef with your spouse, significant other. All right, yeah. And then she says, it's that the part about this that was saddest to me is that all of that went down in front of the babies. Little spill. Well, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining us on the PDXDOPE Live podcast. I've had a good time with all of you. We'll be back again next week.
I ain't going nowhere. Got something to dance to for players and squares. Drugs and booze we share. The smell of weed smoking, sex in the air. Come and play with me if you dare. It's hotter than Hell's Kitchen, women everywhere. We living it up until the clock stop. Rockin' hip hop, we go hard to the last shot. Or my body drop, playing it in the box. Alright, let me get something clear on top. Get busy. We're not here for approval. We're not here to be liked.
Get busy. All right. Deuces. Have a good weekend, y'all.